everyone. It is still morning. First of all, thank you very much for your patience this morning. My name's Peter Ireson. I'm the new venue director here at the Theatre Royal. So I wanted to say a very big welcome to you. I'll only talk for a second because I know there's more important people to see. It's a bit of a dreary day here. I did try to brighten it up with my shirt, but I know I'm going to be upstage massively in just a moment or two. Obviously the pantomime here, it's an incredibly important show for us. There's a very long tradition of doing pantomimes here since 1865, and it's a fantastic, we love the show. It's a way that many people get their first introduction to live theatre. It brings tens of thousands of people through the door, and it's an art form I'm absolutely bonkers about myself, and I love Christmas. Really, that's all just that I wanted to say. We're very proud to keep working with QDOS, who are the world's biggest and finest pantomime producers who work with us. So without any further ado, I'd like to introduce Ed Curtis, who is the creative producer for QDOS.
Hello everybody. Absolutely nobody wants to hear from me, so I shall cut straight to the chase. I'm going to bring out our Cinderella, Hannah Grace Lawson, and our Dandini, Jack McNeil, and just ask them a couple of questions about the production this year. Hannah? So we're absolutely thrilled at QDOS to be back producing the pantomime Cinderella here this year, and the main thing I want to ask you guys is what you're most looking forward to. This is the question I'm going to be asking everybody today. What are you most looking forward to about playing Cinderella?
Definitely wearing the beautiful dresses. Pink is my favourite colour, so and being with Jack, because me and Jack worked together years ago in National Youth Music Theatre.
Oh wow!
Yeah, so it's great to see him. Yeah, back when we were babies. And I've done Les Mis for a year, so this is something completely different and quite fun and new. So I'm very excited.
What about you, Jack? What are you most looking for?
Well, obviously I was here last year and I had such a good time last year, so I was thrilled to be asked back. And it's a lovely theatre and it's a lovely town, so I'm really looking forward to being here. Yeah. Fantastic.
Well, no Cinderella will be complete without its buttons. And so I'd like to bring out Richard Cadell, please, who is playing buttons. Richard, you
Good morning. Oh, that was loud, wasn't it? 1, 2, hello. Isn't it Help Me Ducks? Isn't that what you say around here? That's it, Help Me Ducks. We're in the groove. Morning, Edward.
Hello, Richard. How are you?
I'm fantastic. Can you see I'm really excited about this?
I can really tell, yeah.
It's my favourite time of the year. Favourite time of the year. It's upon us.
Now, who is it you brought along with you there in your little box?
Well, I won't give you. It's written on the front end. I won't give you too many clues. But the audience though, do you know who's in the box, ladies and gentlemen? Sweet. Smart. What's in the box is a little fella that has never ever performed on this stage as far as we know, and he's been in show business, ladies and gentlemen, for 71 years. It's a Guinness Book of Records, longest running TV show in the world. I love it how all the cameras are on it. You're more excited about this than anyone. Would you like to meet Sooty? Okay, well, all we're going to do is you're all shout "Welcome, Sooty." We'll see if we can get him to pop out. 1, 2, 3. We're frightening you now. Here he is, everybody! Yeah! What's that? Why aren't they bursting into applause? Well, they can't believe that you're really here, Sooty, in the Theatre Royal. But any minute now, they will scream and shout and cheer just for you. Oh, really. Beautiful lady who's waving at you. He likes to look at you. What's your name? He says, what's your name? Tina. Come out here, Tina. Everyone's going to give you a big cheer. This is Tina, everybody. She's lovely. Give her a cheer. She's very beautiful. Come on, stand on the stage, Tina. Move your legs, your body will follow. Give Sooty a little kiss because he just. Sooty, don't be silly. Sooty, don't do that. Give Tina a kiss. Go on, off you go. He's so excited to be here. And a little present for Tina as well. What have you got inside? He's got a little present for you, Tina. Don't do that! Give Tina a big cheer. Take her out, Tina. She's in the show. We are super excited about this, but I know. Sooty's very upset, actually, everybody. No, he's very upset because there's a policy of the Theatre Royal which we have to campaign against. Dogs are not allowed in the building, which is why Sweep is not in the show. What do you reckon? Can we start a petition to sort this out? Can we do it quickly so we can get Sweep in the show? What do you reckon? Should we do it? Okay. Well, we could do a little bit of panto magic. Anybody? Now, this is the test. This is the real test. and we'll see if you've got to admit it, okay? Because the great thing with Sooty is we all grew up watching it. I grew up watching Matthew Corbett. I'm sure some of you watched Harry Corbett, yes? And maybe some of you have watched me do it. But see if you remember the magic spell. Anybody remember what Sooty's magic spell is? Shout it out, go with your feelings, do it now. That was almost a full house. You're very sad, but we love you. There we are. Well, we're super excited. Did you know that? Did you know that? Yeah, you did. Hey, you better get me off bed. I'll be here all day.
Well, we're just going to finish with one question, if
Yes.
you don't mind, which is, what are you most looking forward to about playing buttons this year?
Seriously?
Yeah, seriously.
I'm going to be serious for a minute, okay? I have loved doing panto for years and years. I actually came here as a kid. One of my very first pantos, I was lucky to be here in 1992 with Little and Large. I was in Robin Hood, playing a very small comic part. And I dreamed of, you know, coming back to this theatre and to come back and play the best comic role, which is Buttons, is amazing. But before I took the role on of Sooty, which I presented on television for 20 years now, I was an illusionist. And I'm a magician, and I did big, spectacular illusions. Which is something I had to put away when I became Sooty's right-hand man. It was something that I didn't have time to do anymore. And when QDOS kindly engaged me to do pantomime, it was an excuse to do all of these again. And one of my best friends, the guy that I taught magic to, he became a successful illusion builder and is now the guy that builds the illusions for David Copperfield in Las Vegas. So I phoned him up and I said, you know what, I'm going to do panto, and this is a chance for me to recreate what I used to do before I do Sooty and combine it, which had never been done. So we set aside building some major illusions. Now these are not things that you'll see typically on a British stage. So this is why I'm so excited at, because I get to play at doing what I did for many years before I met Sooty, and we combine them. Because Sooty's a magic bear, so of course he takes the credit. I'm going to give you a little sneaky preview. In fact, I'm going to tell you what I'm going to do, okay? I'm going to not preview at all, you'll have seen it all. So I'm going to make a full-size motorcycle appear on the stage with me on it, and it'll be done totally surrounded with nothing in from the back. You'll be able to see all around and everywhere. And we're going to do this chainsaw escape where I'm hoisted into the air with 6 running chainsaws which are on a timer which smash into a box that I have 60 seconds to get out of. I'm also going to be doing a sequence which is my proudest achievement. It's a totally original illusion where we're going to invite a male and a female, a couple from the audience, to come onto the stage, and we're going to have a lot of fun with them, but we are going to saw them both in half simultaneously without any boxes. This is the first sawing in half illusion where you don't put any boxes over the people. You see it for what it is. And we did it last year for the very first time we premiered it, and it was like nobody clapped. And I worked out why, because the audience weren't clapping, so we going, oh, hang on a minute, well, they were so amazed. So I was thrilled to be able to present that. It's an original idea that's come over from Vegas. So we're going to combine a lot of laughs in this show. Of course, Sooty's going to be in the show, so the kids and all generations will love him. But I get to bring a whole lot of magic of my own, as well as, of course, I get to, you know, be in this great show with the lovely Cinderella and Dandini and Prince, and we get to have a lot of fun as Buttons. So I'm thrilled. I'm looking forward to it. Thank you all so much.
Thank you, Richard. Thank you.
It's a pleasure.
I have to say, as creative director of QDOS, I travel around seeing a lot of pantomimes over the Christmas period. It's a great privilege in the role, and when I saw Richard's work last year, I have to say Nottingham is in for a treat. The quality of what this man does is really quite something, and I think you're very lucky to have him this year. Very lucky indeed.
Thank you.
Right, without further ado, we should meet our Prince Charming, none other than one Mr. Gareth Gates.
Hello, Nottingham.
You don't have a puppet? No puppet?
No puppets.
So I'll ask you the same thing I've asked everyone else, Gareth. What are you most looking forward to about playing Prince Charming?
In the end, I actually end up with a girl. So I'm really looking forward to that. And she looks lovely this evening. So yeah, that's my thing that I'm really looking forward to, I guess.
Oh, fantastic. If you don't mind, I'm going to also, we're a bit short of time, so I'm going to bring out our, none other than our ugly sisters, who I know you know well.
Yes,
yes.
very
well. Played by none other than Les Dennis and Conor McIntyre. We'll bring them out now.
I'm Michaela. And I'm Felina. And aren't we
gorgeous?
Oh, yes, we are! Oh, it's
yes.
too early for all that.
And I'll tell you what, if you go on as long as that, it'll be going on my little red van.
Oh, it's lovely to be here. I'm overwrought. I'm overexcited.
And as usual, you're overacting. We'll sort that out on the night though. Wonderful to be here. Thank you, Nottingham, for having us.
Are you looking forward to it?
Yes.
Yeah, it's going to be great. We're going to have a great time, and I'm thrilled that Michael and Phelan have been reinvented in a gender swap as McIntyre and Felina. And I will be doing all the curry gags.
All the curry gags. But you know what I'm really looking forward to? I just didn't get to be evil enough last year. And I think, as far as Ugly Sisters goes, a bit more evilness this year, so do come. Lots to look forward to.
Yeah, we're looking forward to seeing you all. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
What do you,
Great to see you.
can I ask you both what you're most looking forward to about playing Ugly again?
Well, for me, I get to sing, I get to dance, I get to wear the frocks, but I get to be horrible to my mate Les. It's great, isn't it?
Yeah, I just love the, playing the Ugly Sisters. It's one of those things where the audience don't know whether to boo or cheer. So it's that mixture of the audience kind of going, we want to love to hate them. So that's what we want to bring. We want to bring you at the end of the show to kind of boo, but then go, oh, we quite like them in the end. So that's what we're looking forward to. Because we have to be loved, don't we?
We need love. We all need love.
And certainly as we're putting together the show over the last 9 months with the guys, we're really excited about the offering this year in terms of Cinderella. It is the most magical, I think, of stories, of all the pantomime stories that we tell. We've got a few special effects up our sleeve, which we're excited to share, which will be seen for the first time here at Nottingham, particularly towards the end of our first act when we're off to the ball, and how we do the coach transformation this year, and what we see Cinderella doing. So we're extremely excited about that mix of spectacle and the production values that we think that we can bring as a company with this fantastic cast that we have.
Thank you all for coming.
Watch out, he's after another victim. She.